our friendship with Ruto is unstoppable. Whether you are an activist or senator from Nairobi, you are making noise, that is your business.
A storm is brewing within the Orange Democratic Movement ODM party, one of the country's most influential political parties. At the heart of the conflict is a brewing power struggle that could shape the party's future.
Hatutakubali SG ambaye amejenga chama tangu kwa miaka zaidi 10, ameimarisha chama na watu wametoka from nowhere wanakuja kumpokonya chama ili kwa sababu ya interest zao wenyewe.
Nyando Member of Parliament Honorable Jared Okello has emerged as a proposed successor to Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, the current Secretary General, in a move that has ignited fierce debates and exposed deep divisions within the ODM party.
Niseme maneno ama nisiseme? Niwaambie ukweli nisiwaambie?
Jared Okello, a seasoned politician elected on the ODM ticket since 2017, is being positioned as the ideal candidate to replace Edwin Sifuna. Known for his unwavering loyalty to ODM leader Raila Odinga, Okello has consistently aligned himself with the party's top brass. His vocal support for ODM's controversial agreement with President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza government has made him a polarizing figure, yet a strong contender in the eyes of some party loyalists. Okello has even pledged to back all government-sponsored bills, signaling his commitment to the coalition, a stance that has won him favor among those who see the alliance as a path to national stability.
We have brains and we know where the country is coming from and where the country is going. So when we make a decision to work with the president, you cannot come and lecture us that, you know, because you think you know better English. Don't lecture us. We are brains and we have made a decision to work with President Ruto, and it is unstoppable. It's going to happen.
The proposal to replace Sifuna came from Alego Usonga Member of Parliament Honorable Sam Atandi during a public event at St. Michael Borough Secondary School in Central Alego Ward, where her modern educational complex was being commissioned. Atandi did not hold back, publicly challenging Sifuna's leadership and his criticism of the ODM Kenya Kwanza agreement.
Yeah, so you can, if you threaten us that you can leave ODM, you can leave. Jared Okello is here. Jared Okello has better English because Jared Okello went to school in England. He went to school in America. He can speak better English than even some of these people who are claiming to be speaking for the party.
Atandi argued that Okello, who was schooled in England and boasts superior English proficiency, is better suited to lead as Secretary General. Atandi's remarks drew a stark comparison to the departure of former Sports Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba, who left ODM party without causing its collapse.
If ODM was to fall, ODM would be sorry because of exit of Ababu Namwamba. Ababu Namwamba knew that akienda ataenda na chama. Ababu is today history. Nobody even hears about Ababu Namwamba. Sasa hii Sifuna akienda, what will happen?
His words were a clear warning to Sifuna. No individual is bigger than the party, and dissent could come at a cost. The root of this conflict lies in Edwin Sifuna's outspoken criticism of ODM's alliance with the Kenya Kwanza government. In a candid interview on Citizen TV, Sifuna admitted that the agreement has left the party in a state of confusion.
Let's just say that there's a lot of confusion. I have told my party leader that there was a time when it was very easy to be SG of ODM. You would wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me anything, because what we agreed is that you can compromise on tactics, but you can never compromise on your values. There is things that ODM stands for. If you woke me up in the middle of the night and asked me my position on devolution, my position on rights and Article 37, for instance, I would give you an answer straight away. But right now, there is a lot of confusion because I come to these shows and to the media and in those public barazas, and I struggle to explain that we're the same political party.
Sifuna's remarks highlighted his concern that ODM's identity as an opposition force is at risk, especially as the 2027 elections loom. His public critique has ruffled feathers among party members who support the coalition, putting him at odds with both Raila's allies and the pro-government faction within ODM party.
If there are disagreements, if there are disgruntled voices,
within the MOU that was signed by President Ruto and Raila Odinga, Raila will never resort to any proxy to pass that message to the country. Raila signed that accord by himself in broad daylight, and they addressed our nation. And therefore, if there is any problem, it is Raila Odinga who will come out to tell us, not anybody else.
Despite the growing pressure, Sifuna has not backed down. His fiery rhetoric and commitment to holding the government accountable have earned him support among younger members of parliament like Babu Owino and Caleb Amisi, who share his reservations about the Kenya Kwanza deal. However, this has also made him a target for those who believe his stance undermines Raila Odinga's leadership and the party's strategic alignment to the government.
Sasa wale ambaye wanasema hiyo memorandum imekufa, hiyo ni kama punda na nyamba. Memorandum hiyo bado iko. Na hakuna siku imekufa, kwa sababu memorandum inaweza kufa kwa njia ambayo inajulikana.
Na atakuja atuambie kama wanachama ametumwa na nani aseme hiyo mambo yenye anasema, kwa sababu tumesikizana.
Raila Odinga, the ODM's towering figure, has stepped into the fray to defend Sifuna's right to speak out, emphasizing the party's commitment to democracy and free expression. Raila Odinga argued that divergent views must be tolerated.
When Mr. Sifuna speaks, he's speaking on behalf of the party. But then, Mr. Sifuna, saa ingine hapana kwa chungu sana.
Yet, Raila Odinga also acknowledged the need to review the Kenya Kwanza agreement, agreeing with Sifuna that key parts of the deal, such as compensating victims of police brutality during the protest, have not been implemented. While Raila Odinga's support offers Sifuna some cover, it has not quelled the growing chorus of voices calling for his ouster. The divide within ODM party is stark. On one side, members of parliament like Altandi, Mark Nyamita and Tom Ojenda align with Okello, championing the broad-based government as a means to secure tangible benefits for their regions. They point to appointments like Wycliffe Oparanya as a cabinet secretary as evidence of the coalition's value. On the other side, Sifuna's allies, including Raphael Wanjala and Godfrey Osotsi, warned that silencing him could trigger rebellion within the party. Jared Okello's potential rise to Secretary General represents more than just a leadership change. It is a test of ODM's direction. Will the party double down on its alliance with the Kenya Kwanza, or will it heed Sifuna's call to reclaim its opposition roots? Okello's track record as a loyalist and his vocal support for government policies make him a safe bet for those who prioritize stability and alignment with Raila's vision. But Sifuna's defiance resonates with a younger, more skeptical base that fears ODM is losing its identity to a government many view as unpopular. As the 2027 elections draw closer, the stakes could not be higher. ODM's Central Committee has declared an unbreakable unity of purpose, but the cracks are undeniable. The party's decision to form a technical team with Kenya Kwanza's United Democratic Alliance to implement the agreement's 10-point agenda suggests a commitment to the coalition, at least for now. Yet, Sifuna's warnings about the risk of staying too close to Ruto's administration linger, raising questions about whether ODM can maintain its relevance as a distinct political force. The battle between Jared Okello and Edwin Sifuna is more than a personal rivalry. It is a fight for the future of ODM and, by extension, Kenya's political landscape. Will Okello's loyalty and alignment with the government prevail, or will Sifuna's bold critique steer the party toward a new path? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, the Orange Democratic Movement is at a crossroads, and the choices made now will shape its legacy for years to come. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader Kering Chibet.